Good morning, everyone, and happy 4th of July. And listen, we're not what we're celebrating today is freedom from debt. All right. So listen, if you've had a 30-year mortgage, or if even listen, mortgages are going to 40 years. And listen, you need to know that since 1934, amortization has been, we've been charged 75% more interest than we need to pay. And listen, folks, we don't have to. So even if you have a 40-year mortgage, you can pay it off in average of 7 to 9 years. And not just that, but every single debt. Sean 10K Lashley, you are here this morning. What's going on, fam? How you doing? Hey, Sean, are you there?
Sure. Good morning, Don. How are you and the family, Don? Daniel, what's happening, brother?
Listen, man, talk to us this morning. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm here to give you a quick intro. I'm in the middle of Don, but when you open up, I gotta come and show some love, brother.
Okay,
So
okay.
today we're talking about how to pay off mortgage in 7 years, episode 106. All right, guys. So look, for the 4th of July, Don, here's what I want to share with you. For everyone in the audience, Don, let's get them one of those PTR to celebrate the 4th of July. How does that sound?
All right. Well, anybody who wants one can have one. I love it.
Oh, word is like that. That's how you promote stuff around here. You must be on your goddamn mind. Hey guys, here's what's gonna happen. Happy 4th of July to all. Anyone that's in getting one of those pill method PTR, simply text me the word pill method to 934-444-6611. And as a thank you from you, we're gonna get you on those PTR. Those PTR normally sell for $25, but I'm gonna sell Don the invoice. So as many of us can get the PTR, I'll be happy. So, guys, don't be shy. Don't love to spend his money. Let's get everyone a PTR. Again, that number is 944-444-6611. Don, I've turned into a marketing machine, and I
Listen,
don't regret it.
listen, man. Since you've got so many things going today, why don't you just go ahead and put that in the chat so people can see it that's going to come in after you leave. So they can take
I'm
advantage
I'm
of it
doing that
too.
right. I'm doing that right now.
There you
So
go,
they're
my
gonna
brother.
text.
There
They
you
are
go.
gonna text the pill method. Because Don is very specific. You don't want the involved in it. Exactly. Put your ass on blast, Don. All right. So text pill method. Doop, 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 doop. So what's up, Don? How's your morning going so far?
Listen,
I'm here
man.
for like 30 seconds.
Listen, so far so good. What we're going to be talking about today, Sean, is people who have real estate investors who have multiple properties. Because
There we go.
even though they have multiple properties, did you know that you can pay off the wrong property and cost yourself not hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars, not tens of thousands of dollars, but by focusing on the wrong property and paying more interest than you need to, you can cost yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars and not even realize it. And be going over that today. How real estate investors can save themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars doing it in a way that they've never thought of before and not cost themselves a single penny of the monies that they need to reinvest. We are going to show them how to stop paying the bank all of that interest. So anybody who has a mortgage today, anybody in this room that has a mortgage today, that is tired of paying that mortgage forever and not seeing that principal move. If you're tired of mortgage and know what you can do about it, put a number one in the chat. Put a number one in the chat if you have a mortgage and you want to do something about it and you don't want to keep paying it. And also if you're a rate investor, okay? Oh, so somebody says I'm renting. So I'll even expand it. If you're renting and you want to take that same money that you're paying for rent and put it towards your own house and pay that house off in 7 to 9 years and 30 years to never, go ahead and you put a number. Okay. So we're going to some good information to you all today. All right. You go. There you go, Miss Shirley. All right. Listen, if I'm going to pay that money, I might as well own the house in 7 years. Okay. Listen, folks, we just came back from Houston and I saw some expensive cars in Houston over $100,000, and some of them were $200,000. Anybody ever hear of a mortgage for 30 years for $200,000? Let me ask you, if you have, that's great. But let me ask you this. Has anybody ever heard of a car, no matter how big, how expensive, even a Rolls Royce, get a 30-year mortgage on a Rolls Royce? No matter how good it is, you can't get a 30-year loan on a car. How is it that a $200,000 car pays off in 7 years, but a $200,000 house pays off in 30? Anybody ever think about that? So these are the kinds of things that we're going to do today, folks. Go ahead, start sharing the room, bring people in. Jonathan is on the stage, man. What's going on, man? How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fabulous, Don. How are you?
Man, I could not be any better than I am right now. If I felt better than I did right now, it would take two of me. I would
All
need to
right.
be two of me if I felt any better than I did right now, getting this information out, telling people about my book, telling people about how things are going here. And listen, folks, we are going to be getting into what we're talking about for the holiday. And you know what? Because of the holiday, we're going to hit it hard. We're going to give good content, and we might even let people go early if I can get some people to come up here and ask me some questions. Jonathan, since you've been here quite a bit, is there anything about this process that you would like to ask a question about today? Something that you didn't quite understand or you'd like to understand better?
Well, I always like to save money better. That's why I come to your room and listen to what you're doing.
Save money? What do you mean? In terms of what? Talk to me.
Well, like I said before, I'm going to be starting my mortgage pretty soon. So I'm looking to, connect with you and, save as much as money as I can.
Let's talk about that. So, if you're getting a mortgage soon, when did you plan to talk with us? Talk to us about that. Give me a game plan, and let's see how we can help people with that with that scenario.
I'm thinking within the next 3 to 6 months.
Oh no, I didn't mean when you were going to start to get a house. I'm talking about when you at the time that you're starting. When do you plan to bring us into the process? When starting that whole thing about getting pre-approved, getting the mortgage, finding the house. When did you think to bring the pill method into the process?
Oh, as soon as possible.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you mean even before you get the mortgage?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay, so why do you think you need the pill method before the mortgage? Give the folks some idea why you need to have the pill method talk to us before you get the mortgage.
Well, I want to look at seeing how much I can afford as a mortgage payment.
Okay.
So I'm looking to save the most money I can.
All right. All right. So did you realize that there are several ways to construct a mortgage? And then put the
Tell me
mortgage.
about it, Don. Tell me about it.
All right, let's talk about that for a minute. So when it comes to mortgages, folks, then you might be tempted to get listen, there's 30-year mortgages, right? And then they could say, well, why don't you get a mortgage for 25 years or 20 years or even 15 years? So anybody ever thought about which is better? Let's put it in the chat. Which is better, a 15-year mortgage or a 30-year mortgage? Let's ask some questions. So you tell us in the chat, a 15-year mortgage or 30-year mortgage better? What do you guys think? Write it in there and we'll talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, Jonathan says a 30-year mortgage. Anybody else? 15-year or 30-year? Which is better? 15-year or 30-year? And I'll put some of the numbers on the screen and I'll show you. All right. But if nobody wants to know, then we'll talk about something else. Anybody want to know what is better? A 30-year? Okay. Shirley says a 30-year. All right. All right. 30-year. And anyone for a 15-year mortgage? Anyone say a 15-year mortgage is better? And we'll take a look at those numbers. We're going to put that on the screen. All right. So let me go ahead and put something on the screen about that. So we'll take a look at a 30-year mortgage and a 15-year mortgage right now. So we're going to bring up a new window and share. There we go. All right, I've got a we've got, there we go. And all right, we have an amortization schedule on the screen right now. Okay. And we're going to take a look at that. So I'm going to put $200,000 in, and at 6%, and we have a 360 months. That's 30 years. So we're going to calculate that and take a look at that payment. All right. So listen, we've got Kenyatta in the room. How you doing, Miss Kenyatta?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
All right, Miss Kenyatta, here's what we're talking about this morning already. Jonathan is preparing to get a mortgage, and we're going over which is going to be better, a 30-year mortgage or a 15-year mortgage. We're going to take a look at the numbers.
Oh, wow, Don. I know you're going to slice this to shreds. Congratulations, Jonathan. I heard you say that yesterday. Well, day before yesterday. So congratulations.
Miss Kenyatta, tell us who you are, please, and what you do.
Okay. My name is Kenyatta. You can find me at kenyatta10k.com. I'm the official lender of the P.I.L.L Method House. Go ahead and follow while we at it. And what I can do is help you find a deal. I have 40 that's sitting on my desk right now. I can help you fund those deals. I can help you cancel the interest on those deals so we can get you in yet another deal. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. So if you're looking for funding for your rehabs or perhaps business, you need capital injection, check in with me and I will help.
Excellent, 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 folks. So listen, we're going to get into this thing. Sean 10K, are you still in the room or are you in that other room? All right. I think he might be gone by now. All right. So here's what we're doing, folks. We're going to go over this. If you want to see what we're doing here, I need you to go to ice10k.com, ice10kvideos.com. I will repeat that.
There you go.
ice10kvideos.com, and you can see our examples on YouTube. All right.
And while you're there, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, share so this can be common knowledge. And if possible, you want to do this on another device so you can stay on Clubhouse. You want to use a tablet, a laptop, or a desktop.
All right, so folks, there you go. And we just had somebody ask us where can they get that information. So let's go ahead and put ice10k live.com at the top of the screen there, Miss Kenyatta. We're gonna go ahead and pin that.
I'll put it up there, and that's not to be confused with videos if you want to go straight to the examples.
Okay. All right. So Jonathan is on Facebook watching it. So folks, you can actually see this on Facebook as well. And so we're going to put it in the chat, ice10kvideos.com. Let me see here. Get that part done. There we are. So ice10kvideos.com will take you to YouTube. You can also see us go search P.I.L.L Method on LinkedIn, P.I.L.L Method on Twitter. You can search P.I.L.L Method on Facebook and find us there also. So listen, folks, if you want to see what we have, I've got some more people coming in here. So we have a $200,000 mortgage at 6%. The payment is $1199.10. All right. And if we take a look at the principal payment is starts out at $199.10, $1,000 going to interest. The next month, $200.10, and $999 in interest. Okay, so what we're also going to put on the screen is the same mortgage, $200,000 at 6%, but we're going to put in 180 payments. That's a 15-year mortgage. All right, so here is the thing, Ms. Kenyatta, that most people don't realize. So we have on the screen now a payment of $1,687.71. That is for a 15-year mortgage. It will pay off in 15 years. This payment is $1,199.10. It will also pay off in 30 years because it's a 30-year mortgage. All right. And I wanted you to take a look at these two payments. One is $1,199.10. The other payment is $1,687.71. Because we pay $1,687.71, Ms. Kenyatta, if we pay that for the next 15 years, will this loan pay off in 15 years? Because it's a 15-year payment. Oh, Ms. Kenyatta, we can't hear you. Uh-oh, she probably got a phone call. All right, folks. Jonathan, are you there? Hey, Jonathan.
Sure.
Hey.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, go ahead and turn the volume down on your device and keep the volume up on Clubhouse. And that way we won't get any feedback. So I have a 15-year payment here, $1,687.71. Because it's that payment, will this pay off in 15 years? What do you think?
That's a good question, Don.
Well, it says it right here.
I'll say that. Well,
yeah. It's not a trick question.
Yes.
Okay. It'll pay off in 15 years. Okay. So if I take this payment, because that's what it pays off in 15 years, but if I take this same payment, $1,687.71, and I take it over to here on this 30-year loan and pay the same amount, will this loan, even though it's 30 years, will it pay off in 15 years?
Yes.
Yes. So do we need permission to have a 15-year loan?
No.
No. You can pay whatever you want to pay, correct? So if you have a 30-year loan, that doesn't mean you can't make the 15-year payment, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So people are structuring their loans based on somebody else telling them that to get a 15-year loan, to pay off in 15 years, you have to have a 15-year mortgage. It's not true, is it?
Not at all.
So you can pay off a 30-year loan in 15 years if you make this payment.
Indeed.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Good morning, Credit Goddess. How are you doing this morning?
I'm great. How are you, Don?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Listen, tell the folks who you are this morning and what you're doing here on a holiday.
I'm here on a holiday to support you guys. Listen, we have homeowners everywhere. And yes, I know they're celebrating in their new home, but yeah, we need to teach them how to pay off their mortgage in a short period of time instead of 30 years so they can enjoy that home.
Right.
But yeah, I'm here. My name is Rose Laura Lewis, also known as Credit Goddess, all things credit and the official credit expert for the P.I.L.L Method crew here. I'm a credit score improvement strategist, so I help my clients improve their credit so that way they can gain access to other people's money and apply the P.I.L.L method so that way they can rinse and repeat and buy multiple homes in their lifetime. I'm also a business credit consultant, so if any of you guys are interested in my services, definitely tap in with me. The number is in my bio where you can send your name and email address. A link will be presented to you where you can book your consultation. Let's go. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays to you, Miss Credit Goddess. Rosa Laura, thank you for being here. Kenyatta, 10K, Jonathan. So, folks, we just learned something valuable. Okay, this is why you want to talk to the P.I.L.L method before you even get a mortgage, so that you will not be sold a bill of goods on. If you want a 15-year mortgage, you don't need to do anything special to get a 15-year mortgage. You can get a 30-year, make this payment $1,687.71, and that 30-year mortgage will pay off in 15. So by the same token, what if you want it for 10 years? Okay. Do you need a 10-year mortgage to pay this $200,000 off in 10 years? Anybody on stage?
No.
No. So what we could do, we can literally go in here, okay, find out what the 10-year payment would be. So a 10-year payment would be what, 120 payments? Right?
Yes.
Okay. So then we calculate that, and the 10-year payment would be $2,220.41. That would be the 10-year payment. $2,220.41. So do I need a 10-year mortgage to make this payment, or can I make this payment on the 30-year mortgage and pay it off in 10?
Yes.
Yes, you can. So people are refinancing their loans and paying. Do you know the average refinance costs somewhere between $8,000 and $10,000? When you go to your bank and you say, I want a 15-year mortgage, do you know all they have to do is do a quick calculation? It takes this long to get it and say, here's your 15-year payment. Now go home. Why do they have to sell you a 15-year mortgage at $10,000? Come on. Anybody want to come up to the stage and ask a question about that? Anybody refinance to a lower term, but all you really needed to do was make a different payment, and you instantly have a 10-year mortgage for free? Wow. How about that? Now, let me show you something. Let's go back to the 30-year mortgage. So if I have this payment, $1,199.10, if I have that payment, okay, can I make that payment and this payment will pay this loan off in 30 years, but can I have this payment and pay this loan off in 7? Anybody? Can I have this payment and pay this loan off in 7? What do you think? Kenyatta, Credit Goddess? This is the 30-year payment.
Yes.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Here we go. Listen, I just made a case for paying the 30-year mortgage off in 15 years with this payment. We can pay this 30-year mortgage off in 10 years with this payment. But we just found out we can pay off this 30-year mortgage with the 30-year payment. Save tons of interest. So, folks, you don't need to refinance. You don't need to change your structure. What we need is learn how to give the bank money and make it impossible for them to charge us interest. So
basically rent your money for cheaper.
rent the money for cheaper. Exactly. So, but the thing is, if all you want is a 15-year mortgage, then you just make the 15-year payment and just make that for 180 payments and you're done. This one, you can pay off this $200,000 mortgage at 6% just by making this $2,220 payment per month for the next 10 years, 120 payments, and you'll be done. Or you can take this 30-year loan with a 30-year payment and pay it off in about 7. Let me show you what John and Rebecca Jones are doing to get this done, just to give you an idea of what we're doing here at the P.I.L.L method. So you don't need to refinance. You don't need to change your payments. You just need to pay less interest. Is anyone interested in seeing how this loan with a 30-year payment pays off in about 7 years? If anybody is interested in seeing that, somebody put number 9s in the chat and I'll take you through the process. Put number 9s in the chat. Shirley wants to see. Okay. Kenyatta wants to see. Okay. Anyone else? Put number 9s in the chat. Come on now. Put those 9s in the chat. Also, go ahead. All right. Moza wants to see. So folks, go ahead and share this room. Go ahead and share it out to the public so that they can see it too. Jonathan wants to see. It. All right. So this is why I'm asking you, Jonathan, why it's important to get with the P.I.L.L method before we get started. Okay. All right. Deborah online wants to see. So, all right. So Wanda wants to see online. We got people on Facebook. We got people from, let's see, YouTube on here. They want to see. Oh my goodness. All right. Go ahead and start sharing the room, folks. Start sharing this room so other people can get in here and see. We don't need to change the payment to pay it off faster. You can change the payment and pay it off faster, but you don't need to. You don't need to change the payment. You can pay monthly this, and I'm going to show you what you could do differently with this payment. Instead of, listen, if your budget is used to paying $1,199.10 a month, but you want to pay this loan off in 10 years, that means you have to come up with $2,220.41 each month to do it. Does anybody want, if their budget is used to $1,199.10, does anybody want to go to $2,220.41? If you don't want to do that, if you don't want to raise your payment to this, all right, to be able to get out of your mortgage faster, raise your monthly payment every single month. If you don't want to do that, put no in the chat. I do not want to raise my payment to do this. Put a no in the chat if you don't want to do that, and I'll go through this for you. Put a no in the chat. They're coming in. Put a no in the chat if you do not want to raise your payment. I'm going to show you how to keep your same payment and get out of debt faster. Oh, Yolanda says no. Yolanda said no. How about anybody online? All right. I don't want to raise my payment. I just want to keep my, so Deborah said not really. Not really. Don't want to raise that payment. All right. So Wanda said no. Don't want to raise the payment, folks. We just want to use our regular budget and get out of debt faster. And so what we're going to do, folks, is not show you how to get out of debt fast. I'm going to show you how to get out of debt cheap. And then we're going to show you how that works with multiple mortgages if you're a real estate investor. Okay. So let me go ahead and put this on the screen so we can go over this for you. All right. We are here in we're here in the club. Everyone deserves a home. Everyone deserves a home. And I'm saying that everyone deserves a home, and everyone deserves to know how mortgages work so they don't have to pay on these loans for 30 years to never. All right? Because the reason why I say that, folks, is this. Okay? That most people will never pay off a mortgage. Nope. 9 out of 10 people will never, ever pay off a mortgage. And so I'm going to bring this over to this screen so you guys can see it. All right, we're going to reset this. This is John and Rebecca Jones working to pay off this 30-year mortgage. So we're going to reset this. Uh-oh. All right, hold on for a second, folks. Let me get out of here and bring this up so that we can use it. Hold on. I talked too long and it timed out. So I am going to bring this up again and bring it over. Okay, got a new window and we're going to log in and bring it up for you. There we go. And ta-da, reset. Okay, we're cooking with grease now. All right, folks, here it is. We're bringing this up. This is John and Rebecca Jones. So let me show you what's going on with them. They have their budget qualifies them for this loan. All right. So they have, let's go into the accounts and so that we can see what they're working with. They have $500 in checking. They have $5,138.89 in savings. All right. And here we go. Let's take a look at their auto loan. It's $25,000. Got an auto loan for $25,000. They have a Visa at 21%. They have let's see, they have a mortgage at $200,000 at 6%. Okay, so now let me show you. First of all, let me show you what's going on with that $200,000 mortgage at 6%. I'm going to put that on the screen right here. $200,000 mortgage at 6%. This is what the bank gave them. Let me make this just a tiny bit larger. All right. $200,000 at 6%. Here's how much interest the bank wants. $231,000 interest on a $200,000 loan at 6%. I'm going to show you how not to give all of this money to the bank, because this is the problem. It is not the money that they borrowed. It is the rent on the money that the bank wants. So they take a 6% interest rate over here, annual interest rate of 6%, and they turn it into this total interest paid as a percentage of principal, 115.838%. They're actually going to pay back more in interest than they borrowed in principal. That's what makes this 30-year loan a 30-year loan. This $231,000 in interest, or what I call rent on your money. That's what does that. Okay, so let's get back here. So they have a $200,000 mortgage at 6%. All right, paying back all of that interest that the bank wants. They have 21% credit card, and they have a $25,000 auto loan at 4%. Let me show you something. Here's where the P.I.L.L method focuses. Look in the upper right-hand window. What do you see? Interest saved. Potential interest saved is what? $179,501. That's the key to this. Following the P.I.L.L method plan, taking what they've all the monies that they have, what qualified them for this loan. We're going to show them how not to pay $179,000 in interest with the same budget they used to qualify for this loan. Now, what budget did they use? Let me show you here. Let's get it. I'm clicking on the budget tab right now, and we're going to focus in on how much money John and Rebecca make. So John gets paid bi-weekly, and he's making $950 bi-weekly. Rebecca makes $700 bi-weekly. That's a total income, folks, of $5,091.66 per month. Does anyone here believe that this is a fantastic income? Okay? $5,000 a month. Does anybody here agree that this is fantastic, or is this kind of average, or maybe even less than average? I don't know. But is this a whole lot of money? Is this a whole lot of money, folks? Everybody's saying no. So even with this is the budget that they use to qualify for these loans. So let me go back up here to the top. But by using the P.I.L.L method, they will not pay $179,501. And they'll be able to pay off this loan in 7.7 years with this budget, not having to sacrifice lifestyle and not having to refinance or change the mortgage payment. They're going to keep the mortgage payment the same. They're not going to refinance this. And we're going to show you how John and Rebecca Jones save $179,000 and pay off in 7.7 years with the same budget. Now, this is the key to all of it. Now, most people watching, they say, they can do that. They can say, I can do this on my own, or I'm watching YouTube and all you got to do is pay more. Yeah, but that changes the budget. Yeah. And that monthly payment, they said, well, if I add this to my monthly payment every month, I can pay off in this amount of time. Yeah, but that changes the payment every month, doesn't it? We're trying to do this without everybody here in the chat says, Don, I don't want to change my payment. I'm comfortable with my payment. I don't want to change my payment every month because that takes money away from my family. I got to change that payment every month. So let's take a look at this thing. So go ahead and take a look at what they're doing. So John, we're going to be able to see 3 months at a time. I'm going to go all the way back to May. So we can see May, we can see June, and we can see July. I'm putting that now on here so that you can actually see what's going on. All right. Now we're going to go back up to May and show you what's going on. What are they doing with their budget? Let's go back to that budget again. Okay. They're making $5,000. They're in and about $5,000 a month, and their monthly expenses are averaging around $3,760.39. Okay, so they've got food and dining, they got utilities. Here's the visa, the car loan. They have monthly, even their debt payments. Their debt payments come to $1,710.39. Okay. Their other expenses come to $2,050. Okay. Including this $1,300 that covers a lot of things, including their fund money. Okay. We put some things into, just kind of lump some things together. But in that $1,300, they have some insurance payments. They have, cable is probably in there, but also they have some money in there just for some fun. Okay. So when we put it all together, their monthly expenses, $2,050. That's what they run the household on. And their loans come to $1,700, which means they have an average left over about $1,300. Now, it could be less, it could be more, depending on what goes on that month. If all goes well, they'll have about $1,300 left over. But if something goes wrong, they'll have less. Maybe they have a flat tire. Maybe they'll have to, fix something at the house. Maybe the hot water heater goes out. I don't know. Maybe they have to do a car repair. All right. But that month, they're going to have less money left over because they had to spend more. Okay. So let's take a look at what can happen with that. We're going to go to the action plan and we're going to show you how all of this comes together. So we're starting in May. John gets paid $950 every 2 weeks. And on May 1st, he got his paycheck, which was deposited into his bank account. So he just clicks the program and says, you know what? I received my money. And when he received his money, he just tells the program, I received my money. Okay. And then he clicks the execute button and then it's all, it disappears from the screen. But remember how much he had in his checking account? John and Rebecca Jones had $500 in their checking account. When that $950 hit their checking account, their real checking account, their balance went to $1,450. So in this checking account in the program, this is their virtual checking account, which mirrors their real checking account. Okay. So the program knows exactly how much they have. Why? Because John and Rebecca told the program how much they have. So the checking account in the program, the checking account at the bank match because John and Rebecca Jones are updating their program. Now, the mortgage payment is now due at the first of the month. They now have enough money in the checking account to pay the mortgage, which is $1,199.10. You see, it didn't change. So they make their mortgage payment. And when they make the mortgage payment, they'll tell the program, I made the mortgage payment. And now we'll subtract that $1,199.10 from their checking account because it went to the mortgage. And so when they look at their bank account, they have exactly $250.90. So, Kenyatta, are you there this morning? And
I am.
And Credit Goddess, are you still here? Because I know you all are working hard, even on the holidays. So, Miss Kenyatta, we have never drilled down this deep into this program before, just going by how we're making the same payment, not increasing the payment, but we're still going to be able to pay off in 7 years. Okay. So we're showing them. So now we have $250.90. So we're not making any extra money here, folks. Right now, at this point, they have $250 in the bank, but they're going to pay their utilities on the second. So we pay the utilities. Guess what? We're going to subtract another $200. And how much is going to be left in their checking account? $50. But this will be on the second. But on the 5th, 3 days later, guess what? Rebecca gets her paycheck because she gets paid weekly. $700. Look at that. So now when they pay that, now they'll have $750. So we're going to show what happens. We're going to execute that. All right. And show exactly what's in the bank account. So they're not making extra money. They have $50.90 in their checking account, just like anybody else. So people think, well, you got to make a lot of money to use your program. No, you just make regular money. All right. So now Rebecca gets paid. So Rebecca says, oh, that money got direct deposited in her checking account. So how much is she going to have in the checking account now once her money is deposited into that checking account? That's it, $750. So we're going to execute that. Execute that, $700. And that disappears from the screen. Look here. We're going to go back to accounts and look here. They have now $750.90. So folks, I'm just trying to show that they're just making regular payments, paying their bills just like anybody else. But here is what is special about this program. After they pay the phone bill, and then next on the 7th, and after Rebecca gets another paycheck, because she gets paid every week, Look at these two arrows here. This is when the program says, you now have in your checking account, you need to move money from the checking account to the savings account, $689.62. Why is the program doing that? Because we put in there every single dime they need to spend in the month for everything, including the fun money for the family. Just to have some fun. To go to the movies or go to the park or, go to the amusement park or baseball games or whatever it is we do with the family to have fun. That is built in to their budget already. And so the program says, you know what? That at that point, you need to move money from checking to savings, $689.62. Put that in savings. And then look at the rest of the month. John gets paid $950. They're going to pay $400 for their grocery budget. Rebecca gets paid again, and they're going to make minimum payment on the Visa. They're going to make minimum payment on the auto loan. She's going to get another paycheck. John gets paid $950, and then they're going to spend all of this $1,300 until the end of the month. And then they're done with the month of May. How much extra money went to the debt in May? How much extra money went to the debt? Because I show here that they just made the minimum payments. No extra money went to the debt in May. How about that? Let's scroll down here to June and look at the June. I'm not going to click on each one, but we're going to show where we would pay the mortgage, get Rebecca gets a paycheck, pay the utilities, and $350 goes into savings because we don't need that money for anything else because we've got everything in here, their whole budget in here. Pay the phone bill, get a paycheck, put another $700 in savings, put some more money in savings, but we keep paying the bills and having fun because here is that $1,300 again that they can spend. They can spend all of that. All right? And Flame just entered the room. Flame, listen, man, I'm going over how John and Rebecca Jones are just regular people making their regular income, but we don't have to change the mortgage payment or the car payment for them to be out of debt in 7 years. But I'm just showing that they have regular money. All right. How are you doing this morning, sir?
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing?
Excellent, man. Excellent. I see you showed up, man. Listen, we need you to fire us up. So jump in here at any time. But first of all, tell us who you are and what you do, sir.
Man, listen, I'm just in the credit space, man. And when it comes to credit, when you think of the word credit, I need my face to appear in your mind at any given time. When I'm talking about credit, I'm talking about business credit, talking about personal credit. I'm talking about the art of using everybody else's money but your own. So if you're tired of using your own money and you want to use somebody else's money, that's what I'm here for. So that's all I talk about from that aspect in that space. If I say something that come out of my mouth, that means it's either three things that have occurred. Only three. Number one, either I did it. Number two, that means I've done it. Or number three, that means I'm currently doing right now. But other than that, that's just what I am. I'm credit. Nothing else. Credit, credit, and more credit. Think of the word credit, and then you're going to see my face appear.
Excellent, Flame. Listen, folks, let's jump right back into this. All right, so here's where we are. So we went through May, okay? Now we're going through June, all right? And we're just putting money in savings. Look, this is the regular mortgage payment. Any extra money going to the mortgage payment, I need you to say, when I ask these questions, you can go ahead and put it in the chat. Say, no extra money going to mortgage payment this month, all right? All we're doing is putting money in savings. Anybody against saving money? Does everybody want to spend all of their money? Or should you be putting some money away in savings? Okay, so listen, we're going to save some money. We're going to pay all of our bills, but no extra money to the mortgage in June. No extra money to the Visa. We're just making minimum payments on the Visa. Look at that. Minimum payments on the Visa. And minimum payments on the car loan. Oh my gosh. And they're still going to spend this extra $1,300 every single month. But even with this going on, folks, we've gone through 2 months. And look at this. I need you to go back up here to the top. The program is saying, when it's all said and done, John and Rebecca Jones will not pay $179,501 in interest, and they're going to pay off all of their debt in 7.7 years using the minimum payments each month. We don't have to increase the payment every month to do this. Wow. Okay, now what are they doing? Now I'm going to change this window. I'm going to have this. I need you to take a look at this window here. Okay, over to the left. It says next transfer to debt. So what are they doing with that money that they're putting in savings? They already started out with $5,000 in savings, and they're adding to it. They're adding to it. They're adding to it. But no extra money is going to the debt. So the program says, you know what? By the time we get to July 7, we're going to transfer some money to debt. Look at this, $3,120. Where's that money coming from? It's coming from the savings account. Have John and Rebecca Jones in May, have they paid all of their bills, put money in savings, and had some fun with the family? Yes, they have. In June, have they paid all of their bills, okay, put money in savings, and had fun with the family? Yes. They're going to do the same thing in July. Put money in savings, have fun with the family, and still pay all of their bills. But something special is going to happen. They're going to take some of that money, just some of it, out of savings and apply it to the debt. So we're not making extra payments every month. We're just strategically throughout the year going to make surgical strikes on the debt out of the savings account so our budget can remain consistent. So we're not robbing ourselves of fun from the family. We're not sacrificing lifestyle. We're living well on an average budget, but we're not spending everything we make. How about that? And we're putting some money strategically in savings and keeping it there. Now, watch what happens. So now look here. We're going to get different instructions now. Different instructions in July. We're still doing the same thing we were doing. We're still putting money in savings. Even $550.88 goes into savings in July. But on July 7th, look at this. We're going to take money out of what account? Out of savings. And we're going to apply it to what? The Visa. And we're going to pay that Visa to zero in just 2 months. Because here is what we're being told by the Susie Ormans of the world and the Dave Ramseys of the world. Take a little bit extra every month and pay that off in about a year. No, put it in savings. Build up your savings account. Get used to living on a budget, but budget your fun. Fun goes first. Pay that, have some fun for the family. Figure out how much money we want to spend on fun, and then pay the rest of the bills. And anything else that's not fun or bills goes into the savings account. And then hit that debt with a big hammer in certain months of the year. Okay, so now we're going to pay that credit card off in at one time with money out of savings, not stealing money away from your family. And it doesn't feel like a sacrifice because it's not. And when we pay off that credit card, look here, folks, we're saving $1,736.34 in interest we never have to pay Visa. So what does this mean? If you paid off this $2,000 on this credit card the way Visa wants you to, by making minimum payments. By the time you're done, you would also given the bank $1,736.34 in interest they don't need. So this amount gets added over here to the actual amount. And listen, when I go through this and I give you some background, then we're going to run 3 months and then show you how all of that adds up. Okay. So now we're going to go back down here and take a look at, remember, we made the minimum payment in July on the mortgage, paid the utilities, got a paycheck, paid the phone bill, put some extra money in savings, took some money out of savings and pay off the Visa. And now look here on the mortgage, we're going to take money out of savings. Remember, we paid the regular mortgage payment, but we're going to take money out of savings 2 months later and put $1,116.98 on the mortgage. No more, no less. They still have plenty of money in the bank. Lord have mercy. See, the program is going to say, listen, what's the least amount of money I can put on here to save the most amount of money in interest per dollar? Let me show you what goes on here. So the program says, put that money on the debt out of savings. When we do that, the program is going to do another calculation and say, we're saving $5,435.91 in interest we never have to pay the bank. I'm going to repeat what just happened here. I'm going to repeat it again. If John and Rebecca had paid their mortgage the way the bank wanted them to, by the time they paid down that mortgage by $1,116, they would have also given the bank $5,435.91. But because the program says take $1,116.98 out of your savings account and then apply it to the mortgage, this is how much interest you're going to save because you didn't wait on the bank's timing and let them charge you $5,400. You disrupted their timing, took some money out of savings that was only making 0.1% in interest, took some of that money out to the penny and applied it to the debt strategically, and strategically saved $5,435.91 in interest you never have to pay. Flame, what do you have to say about that, sir?
What I got to say, man, listen, all this information that you're just talking about is so far. Listen, this is what I need you guys to do. Listen, we only got 9 shares in this room. Listen, I need to get to 20 shares. I need to find 11 people in this room that found his information fascinating, exciting. Listen, I went through a lot of rooms on this app, and one thing I didn't see on this app is for people to save you money, right? Making you money, because when you save money, you make money. Listen, this is what I need right now. I need 11 people in this room to share this room. Like, I need to get to 20 shares. Listen, I need you guys to hit the share button down below, right? Talk about this room and share it to the hallway of yours, right? We need your friends into this room. There's a lesson, there's a rule that everyone talks about. They said, man, I ain't know this. Man, Don, man, that was fire. We ain't got to do none of that. Let us tell somebody else that we know about how fire this is, right? You ain't got to say it. What you can do is you can share it. What we're going to do is hit the share button down below, right? Let's get this room out in the hallway. Listen, we only got 12 shares. Listen, I need 8 more people in this room to find this room fascinating to share this room. Listen, if you thinking what Mr. Don was talking about right now is fire, and when you can see these examples where he's showing you, and he ain't just talking, he ain't just bumping his gums, he's telling you flat out. What I need for you guys to do right now is to go hit the number 9 in the chat. Go to the chat right now. I want you to slide over to the chat, right? Hit the chat. I need to see number 9s in the air. Let me see them number 9s one time. Put them number 9s out there right now. Let's see them number 9s. The number 9s give him support. The number 9 gives him energy. Let's put them number 9s in the air right now. If you thought this energy was fire, let me see them number 9s. Come on now. Let's see them number nines. Pump them number nines in this room. Them number nines give this room energy. This number nine, let them know the information is fire. Let's come on, pump them number nines. We got 14 shares in the room. I got to get to 20 shares. I need 6 more people in this room to share this room. Let's put this room out there in your hallway. All you got to do is go to the bottom, hit the share button, and let everyone know that's your friend what room is fire right now. Listen, go down to the bottom, hit the share button. I need you to go over here right now, pump the number 9 in the room, right? Oh, yes. Oh, we got to do some work. Come on now. He's sitting out here sharing us how to save money on a home. He not just talking. He ain't just bumping his gums. He actually are showing you. He's showing you word for word, verbatim. You know how you can do it, right? You can go to ice10kvideos.com and you can watch this stuff as it appears. Listen, I got 14 shares in this room. I need this room to get to 20 shares. Come on, hit that share button below. And it's, even if you already shared the room, let's share it again. This is what bumps that algorithm up. I got 14 shares. We got to get to 20 shares. Come on, baby. Let's get this room shared, baby. Come on. We got 15 shares. I need 5 more shares. Come on, baby. Let's get this room shared. Hit the button below, baby. Hit that button below. I need you to share this room. Come on now. Everybody, if you found this room fascinating and you liking what he's saying right now, let's get the algorithm of this room. Let's get it pumping in here. We got 16 shares. I need 4 more people to find this room fascinating. Let's get to 20 shares. I need 4 more shares, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to slow down like this. We got 18 shares. I need 2 more people to pump it in the hallway. Let's get it in the hallway. Let's let somebody else find about this room. Listen, I got 18 shares. I need 2 more people. Listen, if you liking what you're hearing this morning, let me see the number 9. Pump them number 9s over there in the chat. I need the number 9s in the chat. I got 18 shares. I need 2 more people to share this room. Come on now. I need 2 more people. If you can hear my voice and you liking what you hear from Mr. Don, let's get 2 more shares in this room. I know it's 2 more people here that's found this information fascinating. Listen, let's go down to the bottom. Let's hit the share button. Let's make sure that we share this in the combination. I need 2 more shares.
Flame, I don't know how you did it, but you did it. Okay, so folks, listen, Kenyatta, we got some new people in the room. How do we get them over to watching this example?
Hi, new people. What you want to do is go to ice10k videos with an s.com, ice10kvideos.com. While you're there, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, share. We're trying to get this information out to everyone. So go ahead and share it on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter, anywhere, everywhere.
All right, folks, we're going to finish this thing up right here. So John and Rebecca Jones have not changed their budget. So we started at the top of the room showing what payment they would need to make to pay it off in 30 years. We showed at the top of the room what payment they would need to make to pay it off in 15 years. We showed at the top of the room what payment they would need to make to pay it off in 10 years, over $2,200 a month. We're showing now, using their same budget, using their same payment for 30 years, not changing the payment monthly, but how they can pay this off and save a ton of interest without making changes to their payment each month. Payment still's the same. Now, watch this. Watch this, folks. So they're going to take money out of savings and apply it straight to principal, $1,116.98. Watch this. You see that? It is 98 cents. It is so easy to round that up to the next dollar. There's a reason why we don't. This $1,116, remember, they have over $5,000 in savings right now. But the program says, oh, this 116, couldn't we round that up to $1,200 easily? But we don't. There's a reason why. I'm going to get to that reason why in just a few minutes. We're only going to do what the program says. So apply the $1,116.98. And when we do, we're going to save $5,435.91 in interest. And this is what I need everyone to see. I'm moving over to the screen so that you can see. I'm moving over. Okay, wait a second here. I'm pulling up my calculator, And we're going to put that calculator right here. Okay. We're going to put that calculator right there so you can see. So now, why are we stopping right here? Because we know how much interest they're going to save when they do something. We want to optimize their interest savings. Watch this. They're going to save $5,435.91. So we're going to put in the calculator $5,435.91. When we do that, we're going to divide it by $1,116.98, divided by how much we paid to get the interest savings, divided by $1,116.98. Look at that. Okay. $1,116.98. When we press equals, we get $4.86. 4.866. So what does that mean? For every dollar they put on at this point, they're saving $4.87 in interest they don't have to pay. So even if they put an extra dollar on their debt, that means they don't pay $4.87 in interest. $2, that means they're saving about $9 in interest. But when they put $1,116.98 on, they're going to save $5,435.91. That is $4.87 per dollar. So folks, let me ask you, if you gave me $1 and I gave you back $4.87, how many times would you do that? Oh man. Do you realize the bank has to do the same thing? If you give the bank $1 extra at this point in time on this loan, it makes it impossible for them to charge you $4.87 in interest because you disrupted their timing. You didn't allow them to keep that, to keep the money that you owe, keep that out there for an entire month, and you paid it early. You gave them that dollar early, which made it impossible for them to charge you $4.87. So if you did $2, if you did $3, if you did $5, even $5 extra saves you, doggone it, what is about $35 in interest? That's crazy money. So why is it that no one knows this? Why is it that no one knows that we can break this thing down so that we can save all of this interest that's keeping us in debt forever? Why does nobody know this? Because it's not taught at any level of financial education. No one knows it because it's not taught. What I'm teaching here today, a 7th grader can understand it. Why isn't this being taught in 7th grade? Why aren't we learning this all the way up? Why are we expected to use loans for education, to buy cars, to pay for houses, and then to use credit to put a fence around that house, use credit to put curtains in that house, use credit to put flooring in that house and carpeting in that house? We're using credit for the whole thing, but we're not taught how to use credit to our advantage. Here is a system where you can now know you can use credit to your advantage. All right. So we have, I believe we've got a question here. So let's bring it on up. Let's bring him on up, invite him to speak. So we got Dr. Barbecue. All right, Dr. Barbecue, how are you doing this morning?
I'm well, sir. Good morning. Just took me a second to unmic. I have one question for you, and I'm just getting into the room, but I do understand that what you're sounding like is the P.I.L.L method is what it says, but that's the fractional banking system. That's why we're not taught. But my question is, I'm finding I have a lot of interest in my home, and I want to know, does taking a HELOC out affect any of this method, or is it just consistent upon the payments that we're already making? And and though that can be used as well. I know if I'm sounding confused, but I just got in the room.
Dr. Barbecue, you've been doing some studying, haven't you?
Yes, sir. That is the case.
So you've seen systems where people use a line of credit to pay down their loan and save interest that way, haven't you?
Yes, sir.
You know it does work, but we're not using a line of credit. We're showing people how to use just their regular income that they budgeted to get these loans. Okay, they're making about $5,000 a month. Okay, they're not making any extra money. We're just tracking what they're spending, and and plus we're putting in a budget so that they can have fun. They're actually putting in the budget where they can have some fun. And then we're telling them, oh, any extra money, we're just going to put it in savings. Dr. Barbecue, that's what we're doing, putting that money in savings. And then every now and then, every 2 or 3 months, we're going to take some money out of savings and apply it to the debt. What do you think about that?
I think that's a wonderful, wonderful system.
Okay.
Every call, I'm 10K card, I'm driving, I'm on my way to get, but I'm definitely gonna tap in and reach out to you.
All right. So listen, folks, we got to stop right here because Deborah online is asking, I missed something. How did you calculate the interest saved at $5,435.91? I didn't. The computer did. The computer calculated that. So let's take a look at what's going on with that so that we can give some context here. So right now, this is kind of a black box, meaning I'm telling you that by applying $1,116.98, that we're going to save $5,435.91 in interest. And I expect you to believe me. No, I'm going to give you some context behind that so that you can see what's going on with this, so that you can kind of understand what's going on with this loan. So watch this, folks. I'm going to change screens here, and we're going to ask Miss Deborah online. She's watching us on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in, Miss Deborah, and asking that question. All right, we're putting it right on the screen. All right, you didn't miss anything. You just listen. The computer figures all of this out. You know what? If I had to sit down and do all of this myself, I would just get so tired. And I don't want to figure it out myself. The computer does that. But let me give you some insight into what's going on. So we're going to change this screen. All right. I'm going to pull this over here. All right. So we're going to put that $200,000 mortgage in at 6%. Here's the payment. It's $11.99.10. All right. She says, I'm welcome. All right. It's $11.99.10, Miss Deborah. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. So here is what's going on with this mortgage. Every single month, the mortgage breaks down $11.99.10. A little bit of money goes to principal. That's the money we borrowed. And a lot of money goes to interest. But every month, we pay a little more principal and a little less interest, but the payment stays the same. So for month one, $199.10 goes to principal, $1,000 goes to interest. Month two, $200.10 goes to principal, $999 goes to interest, but it's still $11.99.10. All of these payment configurations come up to $1,199.10, all of them. Even here in line 12, where $210.33 goes to principal, but $988.77 goes to interest. Still $11.99.10. All right. So that's what we've got. So here's what's happening. When we prepay, when we give the bank money, when it's not due, it's called a prepayment, and it goes straight to principal, and it reduces how much interest we pay. The problem is, if I gave your accountant, your CPA, $500, I mean, the person that does your taxes, they've gone to school, they've done all of this. The CPA, I would give $500 to your CPA, your financial planner. I'll give even $500 to your real estate agent, or even the person that sold you your mortgage, the loan officer, $500, and say to each of them, put $500 on your mortgage as a prepayment. Now tell me how much money you saved in interest. Do you know you would get a blank stare from all of those people? Because they wouldn't know how to figure that out, because we're not taught in the classes to get my license to become a CPA, to become a loan officer, to become a financial planner, to become a real estate agent. I'm not taught how loans actually work and how the bank makes their money and how we can defeat that system just by knowing how a small amount of money can save us a ton of interest. We're not taught that for a reason. Even the people who work in the bank, if you call them up today and says, if I put an extra $500 on my mortgage, how much interest will I save? They can't tell you. Why? Not because they're hiding the information from you. It's because they don't know. And if they don't know and they work at the bank, how are we supposed to know, who've never had a class on how amortization actually works? We just use loans. We don't know how to make them benefit us. Let me show you something about how it can benefit you, and then it'll make sense, Miss Deborah. So if I make this payment in January where $199.10 goes to principal and $1,000 goes to interest, I made my payment in January, but I can also see February's principal payment, which is $200.10. So now I'm just picking these numbers out of the air. This is not the P.I.L.L method that I'm giving to you right now. I just showed you how the P.I.L.L method works. I'm giving you some background into what information the P.I.L.L method uses to calculate $5,435.91 in interest saved. Okay, so if we do this, watch this. I'm making my payment in January, and February's payment would be $200.10 and $9.99 going to interest. But let's just say we look at that $200.10. Let me ask you, do I have to wait till February to give the bank that $200.10? Miss Deborah, do I have to wait till February to give it to them? The answer is no. What if I decided I want to give that to the $200.10 to the bank in January as well? I can give that money to the bank, and if I instruct the bank, they have to apply it to principal. All that money goes to principal, none goes to interest because I've already paid them interest in January. So when I give them this money, $200.10, I'm paid down to line 2 on my amortization schedule. And folks, if you're new to the room, if you want to see this, watch this. Go to ICE 10K videos.com if you're new, so you can see this too on your tablet or on your computer, on your laptop or on your desktop. But go to your separate device and go to ice10kvideos.com, and you can see this on YouTube. But don't forget to click subscribe and like and share and comment. Okay. All right, here we go. Watch this. Now, we're going to give the bank this $200.10 early and be paid down to line 2 on our amortization schedule, where we owe $199,600.80. So if we're paid down to here in January, that means my next mortgage payment for February, because we have a payment every single month, is on line 3. What just happened? Out of line 2, on line 2, watch this, line 2 is gone. Line 2 has been eliminated for $200.10, not the $1,200 the bank was looking for, not the $1,199.10, but for just $200.10. Line 2 has been eradicated. And what else has happened? The $999 in interest that the bank was looking for, because the bank wants a total of over $200,000 in interest from us. We just reduced that total amount of interest that the bank is going to receive from us by $999. We never have to pay, just by giving the bank $200.10. What? By doing that, we save that much interest? Yeah, you better believe it. Watch this. So what would happen if we make our payment in January and just look at the principal payment, folks? Just look at the principal payments. What if we gave the bank the $200.10 from line 2, the $201.10 from line 3, and the $202.10 from line 4? That's $603.30. We're giving them, let's say we get it out of savings, round it up. About how much interest did we just save? Almost $3,000. Miss McCrae, if you're seeing this, does it make sense now that we can pay $1,100 extra and come up with about $5,000 in interest savings? Does it make sense to you now? Okay, so watch this. Watch this. In 1 year, I need you to take a look at cumulative principal and cumulative interest. Okay, in 1 year, look at line 12. In 1 year, we would pay this loan down by $2,456 and a penny. And the bank wants $11,933.19. That's how much interest they want in 1 year, just to pay your loan down by $2,456 and a penny. Watch this. So here's my question, folks. If I'm going to give that to the bank anyway, let's just say I'm fortunate enough to have that money in my bank account. Do I have to pay the $2,456 and a penny in 12 monthly installments? Okay, like the bank wants me to, because each time I give them a monthly installment, I'm only giving them about $200 that goes to my goes to my mortgage, and over $900 goes to them every single month. If I choose to, if I have it, I can give them the $2456.01 on line 1. I could be paid down to line 12 on my amortization schedule in just 1 month. If I'm paid down to here in January, my next mortgage payment for February is on line 13 of my schedule, giving them the same money, but I choose when to give it to them. And guess what happened to all the interest payments between line 2 and line 12? They've been eliminated. I just saved $10,944.42 for giving them $2,400 out of my savings account, which is making 0.1%. Okay. Now, there's a guy in Nashville, Tennessee. All right. This is a side, a guy in Nashville, Tennessee that says we ought to have 6 months of cash stored up in a bank account. Okay. Stored up in a bank account just in case we have an emergency. And I'm going to show you something right here, right now. Okay. I don't do that. I don't keep 6 months cash stored up, at least not in a bank account. I don't do that. You know what I do? Can I show you what I do? Because I showed this to a banker right here in Huntsville, Alabama. He was a junior VP in his own office. I mean, a beautiful office. I mean, it was all glassed in and everything. It was nice. And he was telling me, he says, I don't know how we got on the subject, but he was telling me he's going to put $36,000 away in his bank account. And he was showing me he showed me his mortgage. I'm going to put his mortgage on the screen. It was $400,000. Watch this. $400,000. All right, at 4%. 400,000 at 4%. Watch this. When he was putting money away, this is, I'm going to put $36,000 away, because that's how much, he was making. That didn't count his wife's income. That was just his. Okay. $6,000 a month for 6 times 6 is 36. So he wanted $6,000, $36,000 in savings. It wasn't going to take him very long to do it. Okay. And then I said, do you want, when he told me that, I said, do you want to pay over $70,000 in order to save $5,000? I'm going to ask it again. I said to the banker, do you want to pay over $70,000 in order to save $5,000?
Wow.
He said, no. I said, that's what you're getting ready to do. He says, what do you mean? I said, you have $36,000. Okay. Let me show you what happens if you take your $36,000 and apply it as a prepayment to your loan. So we're going to take a look at this. Now, look at cumulative principal here, folks. Look at cumulative interest. Okay. So so if I put $36,000 one time out of savings on this loan, look what happens. We're going to scroll down. We're at $14,000 after 24 months. Up, we're at $22,000 at 36 months. $29,000 at 48 months. So we're going to go down to $36,000 here. $36,000. What happened if he were to put that $36,000 on his mortgage instead of keeping it in his bank account? Look what happens. He kills 57 payments on his mortgage and saves how much in interest, folks? Can you read it there? Can you read it? How much interest is he saving? $72,737.80 in interest. He never has to pay the bank. Then I asked him, I said, can you get a line of credit for $36,000? He said, listen, I work at the bank. Of course. I just paid my mortgage down by $36,000. Of course, I can get a line of credit for $36,000. I said, and if you do, sir, how much interest are you paying on that $36,000? He says, well, I have access to it. If I don't borrow any of it, I don't pay any interest. So let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. You mean to tell me you have access to $36,000 that if something goes wrong, you can tap into, but right now you don't have to pay a dime for it? It's not costing you anything. It's just sitting there waiting for something to go wrong. And chances are it won't go wrong. But if it does, you can access that money. He says, yeah. So, but right now it's not costing you a thing. Didn't think of it that way. And I said, well, what happens? What would happen, sir? What would happen if you couldn't work for a while for whatever reason, and you had to borrow all of that $36,000, every single penny of it, before you went back to work? All right, because it's going to take you 6 months to spend all of that money. Okay. All right. So now you go back to work. All right. You're back to work. Now you got to pay the money back. So let me show you something here. It didn't take you 5 years to save it. Okay. But I'm going to give you 5 years to pay it back. Okay. So we're going to duplicate this tab here. So we're going to put in $6,000 at 6% interest. Okay. And we're going to give you 5 years to pay it back. 5 years to pay it back. Let me show you what the payment's going to be. We're going to delete that. The payment on that is, I put in 60,000. Okay. I want to put in 36,000. I'm sorry. $36,000. Okay. At 6%, 60 months. Here's the payment. $695.98. He said, yeah, I can handle that easy. $695.98. So now let me show you something. If you took all of 5 years to pay that back, let me show you your interest cost on this. Here it is, folks, lined up. If he took all, now he's not going to take all 5 years to pay it back, but if he did, it would cost him $5,758.80 in interest to pay that back. What was he trying to do? He was trying not to borrow money in order for it to cost him $5,758.80. So he can put $36,000 worth of cash in a savings account, making 0.1% that he could have put on his mortgage that would save him over $70,000. This is what I was trying to ask him. Do you want to pay $70,000 in order to save $5,000 in interest you don't have to pay if you had to borrow the money instead. Flame, what do you think about that? Kenyatta, come on.
Man, fired to say the least. You can't even get any more than fired than that. When you talk about saving the money, and when you start talking about taking the money that you already have and putting it on the actual loan, right? And the way that you broke it down, it's exciting to see. It's the same exact money that you actually have. Man, listen, y'all can't give no number nines for that. Let's go to the chat, man. Let's give them number nines for that. Let's hit the number 9. Let's go to the chat. Let's hit the number 9s. Come on now. Listen, I'm talking about, did you see the information that he just poured in? And we can't give no number 9s for that? Come on, man. Number 9, number 9, number 9, number 9. Let's see them number 9s. Listen, matter of fact, this is what I need y'all to also do. Tell me where y'all chiming in from. Are you in Dallas? Is Dallas in the building? Or what about Chicago? Is Chicago here? Tell me which city you representing this morning. Let me see them cities where you representing. Where you coming in from this morning? I need to know. I'm in Phoenix, right? I want to know where you guys are coming in from. Let me see that in the chat right now.
Thank you so much, Flame. Listen, we got somebody special in the house this morning. TM is in the house. TM, how are you this morning, sir? Will you please tell us who you are and what you do, man?
Hey, what's going on, brother? Man, anytime I see you pop open a room, I'm here, man. I got the P.I.L.L method, the actual book, a couple months ago, and so anytime I can hear it from you directly, I'm here. Listen, America's favorite mentor, man, business strategist, leader, mentor, coach. You know what I do is really focus on leaders, man. I lead leaders all across the country, responsible for about 13 locations inside and outside of the U.S. Sales and service, right? I mean, that's what I focus on. My teams, sales teams, service. Been in corporate sales for about really almost 15 years. But I've owned a business for just the same consulting company, really focused on development, really business development, but I'm also a producer, audio video producer. And so, man, it's all about helping people to grow and excel and achieve their dreams and their targets, man, really through experience, right? And so anytime I can come into a room where people are smarter than me, I know I'm in the right place because, Don, what you talk about, man, with this P.I.L.L method is way over my head. Even what you just broke down, right? I get excited because I know it's true. But it's like, okay, let me take these steps and get these mortgages, these interest rates on the mortgages that I have. Let's get them down so I can buy and invest into more real estate, right? So just appreciate you in this space, brother TM.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. TM, if somebody wants to know more about what you do, how can they get a hold of you, man?
Hey, just DM me, man. Listen, I open a room every Sunday, Leadership on Demand. We're there every Sunday, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's a place for leaders, man. I mean, leadership is a lonely place for a lot of us. And so we just create that space within Leadership on Demand. We just kind of kick it. I mean, CEOs, emerging leaders, managers, coaches, trainers. I mean, we kind of just go there. Me, hit me up on right here on Clubhouse. Champions. That's kind of where I hang out when I'm not popping in the value spaces like this.
All right, folks, he went out for just a second. He was talking about his involvement with Breakfast of Champions. That's on there every Breakfast of Champions open every day. But Tim, you do a segment on Breakfast and Champions. What days?
Yeah, every Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. I kick the doors open. I think it's called GM X3 or something like that in place of the old Rise and Grind. But yeah, every Tuesday, 5 a.m. I'm there. Join us.
All right, man. Thank you so much for popping in. So listen, folks, what we're talking about today is telling the truth about how lending actually works. And everything that we've been told isn't necessarily to our benefit, especially keeping money for an emergency in a bank account that's making 0.1% when we could borrow the money much cheaper, especially.
And Don, might I add, the dollar is losing its value every day due to inflation. We're at 11% right now. So it's like even less than that. So you have to put your money to work. I'm just saying.
Come on. Listen, if anybody on stage has anything to say about this, pop in anytime. I need your help because listen, I got my engineer here. So we're gonna make sure that I'm going to be under 2 hours by the time this room closes. Listen, I want to tell you something. We got celebrities in this room. So I love it when people show up. Let me tell you something. We had a celebrity endorsement not too long ago. Okay, it was a little over a month ago, and I had this gentleman come in to fly in to Nashville, Tennessee, at our mindset conference there in Nashville. It was Pill Method's first seminar. We had people from all over Clubhouse there. Kenyatta was there. Flame was there. Shantin K was there. All right, and they're all speaking and having a good time, and everybody was learning a lot of stuff. But we had a keynote speaker come in, and I think you've heard of him. His name is E.T. It's E.T. It's your boy E.T. The hip hop preacher came in and to talk to us and share some information with us, Dr. Eric Thomas. And then he dropped a bomb on us when he endorsed the pill method. Listen to what Dr. Eric Thomas had to say.
Listen to me, y'all. But one of his mentees took us through one of their programs, and I paid off my mortgage. But guess what happened? My marriage went to a whole nother level. And you know why? Because my wife is a security freak. And even when I blew up, my wife would be like, oh, you blew up, but how long is you gonna keep making this kind of money? I was like, I don't know, forever. She's like, you sure? Because I'm gonna keep my license as a nurse just in case you don't. So when I paid the house off, my boy was like, you ain't gotta do that, you can do this. But when I paid the house off using that program, it took the stress level all the way down for my wife because we no longer had a mortgage. Does that make sense? That thing that was coming every month, that was getting on her nerves, we didn't have that no more. And so she was at rest.
All right, folks, listen, we were so glad to hear that. We're going to actually put that, you're getting a sneak peek of that. That's going to become a commercial here in our local market. That's also going to be, we're going to blow that up on social media. It's going to be on your a social media near you in your Facebook feed, on YouTube, on your Twitter, wherever social media can be found. You're going to see Dr. Eric Thomas talking about the pill method and how he paid off his mortgage in 4 years. Listen, it was exciting to hear. It's exciting to see. So folks, if you want to know more about how to do this, please go to the link at the top of the page. You will see the link at the top of the page. If you click on that, you will find a button that says get a savings and earnings report. Oh man. When you
hold on, Mr. Don.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold on. Listen, I got a problem, right? And I think that when you got a problem, I think that what Jonathan taught me and Dr. BBQ taught me, right, from them guys, is that you're supposed to address the problem as it occurs, right? So we don't have any hidden secrets. We don't got any type of secret chats, and we don't talk about nobody when they're not around. We're supposed to address it as it occurred, right? I think that's the proper thing. Jonathan, ain't the proper thing to do, right? And the reason why I'm saying this is, and I have to interrupt at this point, is because I think there's a problem right now. And what is the problem? It's because people like to use the excuse, Kenyatta, of saying they didn't teach me this when I grew up, right? They like to say the other excuses of, man, the school system didn't teach me this and I didn't know, right? But right now we have somebody in this room that is more than qualified of sharing and teaching us this information so we can pass it down to our family members. We can pass it down to our siblings. We can pass it down to our children. But guess what? We're not replicating the energy. Sometimes, listen, men lie, women lie, energy doesn't lie. Now, why am I saying that and what does that mean? The energy is God is pouring his heart out into this room to give us this information, right? That the banks don't share. what we're not doing is we're not reduplicating that energy back. Now, right now is a time that we can all do it back. But one thing that we can do is let's come together. They always say it, man, black folks don't come together. Let's prove them wrong right now. I need everybody in this room to come together. I need to come as one. I need to hear one sound, one beat, right? For the next 1 minute, listen, for 60 seconds. This is all I'm asking. I'm asking, even if you have and even if you didn't, for 60 seconds, what I need you guys to do is on the count of three. Listen, on the count of three, because we got to be on one accord. We need to be on one beat, one sound. And on the count of three, I need all of us to share this room. You're going to go to the bottom where it says share. And why are you sharing it? Because you're putting it in your hallway so your friends can get this information so them too don't have to say they didn't teach me this. Right now, we got somebody that is teaching this. And so let's let our friends know where you can go get this information from. So on the count of three, we're going to all share this room. 1, 2, 3. Come on now, let's share the room. Let's share the room. Let's share the room. Listen, everybody, I need everybody, even if you've already shared the room, I need you guys to share this room, right? I need you to put this in the hallway so everybody can understand about what it takes to how to pay off a mortgage in 7 years, right? He ain't just bumping his gums and talking. He's showing you, right? He's showing you word for word, verbatim how to do it. Listen, we got 43 seconds left. I need you guys to share the room. Share the room, share the room, share the room. Listen, let's go ahead and let's come together on one note and let's show the world that we can come together. Listen, we ain't got to worry about nobody else's household except for the house that we in. And that's this one right now. Listen, let's share the room. Let's share the room. Listen, we got 40 shares right now. Listen, let's jump this thing up to 50 shares. Listen, let's share the room. Let's share the room. Let's share the room. Listen, I got 32 seconds left. Let's share the room. Listen, let's come together. Listen, I like that, baby. I like that, baby. Oh, I see Wisconsin in the house. Oh, my goodness. Man, y'all like to show out of here. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We could come together. Columbus, Georgia in the building. We're going to share this room. If we don't do nothing else, we're going to be able to share this room. We got 42 shares. Listen, let's share this room. Let's share this room. Let's share this room. Listen, I got 19 seconds left. I need you guys, let's share this room. Let's share the room. Let's share the room. Let's share the room. Come on now. Let's hit that button below. Listen, let's hit the button below where it says share, right? What you're going to do is you're going to share, right? And let the folks know what you're getting, right? And let's share the room. Let's get this room. Let's get the algorithm pushed in this room, right? Let's share the room. Man, listen, we got 8 seconds left in this room. I need you guys to share the room. Share the room, share the room, share the room. Man, shout you guys out right now. I like that right there. Can we, oh yeah, we sharing it now, baby. We sharing it now. I like that, baby. I like that. Now we got 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Come on, let's share the room. Let's share the room. Man, shout you guys out, man. Man, I like that right there. That's that move I like to see right there. We coming together and we coming as one. Man, Don, back to you, man.
Listen, thank you so much for that, Flame. Listen, folks, we're going to be ending this room pretty soon here. We're going to go to, this is a 2-hour room. We're going to end it at 1 hour, 59 minutes or less. 1 hour, 59 minutes or less. So we're at, on our live, we're at 1 hour and 45 minutes right now. So in that time, I want to do a recap of what we started this morning and how we're going to finish up. All right. So here's the recap. Right now, I showed earlier that here is a 200,000. Oh, okay. I didn't finish what I was going to say before. All right. Listen, folks, what's on the screen. If you want to know more about how we're doing what we're doing, I need you to go and click on the link above and find that button that says get a savings and earnings report. Get a savings and earnings report. All right. Follow all of the directions. Now, some people get mixed up when they're putting in that phone number. I need you to read the directions right above the phone number. It's going to tell you when you confirm your phone number, wait for a code to be sent to you as a text. When you get the code, put that code into the website, and then when you click on that, you're going to see, yes, I want to save, will light right up. And then that will let you into the financial form. Put all your information to the financial form, and then you can know the month, day, and year you will be debt free and how much interest you can save. Not only that, folks, but you'll also see a button that says, get the book. Buy my book. Listen, this information that you're receiving, the basics of it are in this book. And there's only one book on Amazon that actually talks about how to read an amortization schedule and how to defeat it. That's the P.I.L.L method, a better way to eliminate debt. Get the book today. All right, get the book today and start teaching this to yourself and to your family, especially if you have children, because I guarantee you it's not being taught in schools. We are taught by example how to keep debt our entire lives. 9 out of 10 people you know, 9 out of 10 people you know will die with a mortgage. If they had a mortgage, 9 out of 10 people will never pay one off, meaning they will die with that mortgage. It doesn't have to be. We can switch that around, where 9 out of 10 people you know actually pay off a mortgage and get out of debt and learn how to use debt wisely to grow their business. Come on. So back to where I need to go over this right quick with the time that we have left, because we're going to be ending before 2 hours is up, guaranteed. So look at this. I have on the screen here a $200,000 mortgage at 6% at $1199.10. This mortgage will pay off in 30 years. All right, because it's designed to. We have another mortgage at 6% for 180 months. That's 15 years. This mortgage is designed to pay off in 15 years. If you pay $1,687.71. And then this mortgage at 10 years, a 10-year mortgage can pay off in 10 years if you pay $2,220.41 per month. Every single month it'll pay off in 10. I'm going to show you how to pay this mortgage off, $1199.10, the 30-year mortgage, without changing your budget, without changing your payment, and pay it off in 7. Not just the mortgage, but everything. Let's get back to our program. Boom. All right, right there. All right. So let's go back. I'm going to now run 3 months for you. So now that I've given you the basics, all right, on what would happen if we put $1199.10 on the debt. I'm sorry, if we put that money on the debt and save about $5,000 in interest. So I'm going to reset the program. I'm going to reset it. Okay. We're going to reset this. Going to start over, and John and Rebecca Jones going to help us understand this. And we're going to put a little extra spice on it and show you some things. All right. Because we put in some extra stuff. I don't have to click on each thing. I can actually run through an entire month with just a couple of clicks, and I'm going to show you that. So here, first of all, we're going to just show you that John gets paid in May. Okay, remember, we're going to do a quick recap. We're going to do a quick recap. They have $500 in checking, $5,000 in savings. They have a $25,000 on their auto loan. They have $2,000 on the Visa. They owe $200,000 on their mortgage. All right. That's a total of $227,000. The program has already figured out that they're going to save $179,501 in interest and pay off the debt in 7.7 years. So what we're going to show you is what would happen in just 3 months of just following the program, paying all of their bills, putting a little money away in savings. All right. Not disrupting their budget, not sacrificing lifestyle, and not changing their monthly payments, what they can do. So let's go back to the action plan. And we're just going to show you here what happens when John gets paid $950. He just tells the program, I got paid $950. And we're going to close that out just like that. And we're going to execute that. $950. Look at there. It disappears from the screen. And then now it's time to pay the mortgage. Instead of clicking on everything, let me show you what happens now. What happens if we had just a little bit of extra money? Just a little bit of extra money. Like, let's say the utility bill is not $200 this month. It's only $150. Okay? Only $150. All right? And then watch this. We have $50 left over. And the program says, now, instead of putting $100 in savings here, we're going to put $150 in savings. We're going to increase how much money we put on the debt in July by $50. All right. We're going to make that, we're going to change that. But the amount of interest that we're saving is going to increase by about $250 because we could put an extra $50 towards interest cancellation. An extra $50 on the debt can save us an extra $250 in interest at this point. If more people knew that their $50 could save them $250 in interest they didn't have to pay, what a change that would make in the world. $50 saves me $250. But I don't know that because nobody ever taught me that I can save that kind of money in interest with just a small amount going towards the debt strategically. Watch this. So now what we're going to do is select the entire month. Okay. I'm going to select the entire month and save some time. We're going to click on execute multiple actions. Okay. And then we're going to pay all the bills and put all the money in savings that we're supposed to for the month of May, all in one button click. So we're going to execute that. And now May is gone. I need you to look at the top of the screen and see we're going to save a potential interest savings of $179,572, but we've already saved actual interest savings by following the program, $112 in interest we'll never have to pay. Now we're going to do the same thing with June. We're going to select the entire month, okay? Execute multiple actions and get all of our income from June, pay all of our bills for June, and put all the money in savings that the program says to put in savings. And when we do that, now we're up to $222 in actual interest saved. Now we're down to July, and now we're looking at July. So we're just going to do just a portion of July. So we're going to say here, we're going to click on this one, we're going to click on this one, click on this one, until we can pay off the Visa and put $1,237.80 on the mortgage, because we can put a little bit more on because of the $50 we didn't have to pay on for the electricity that we had planned to pay. Instead of the electric bill being $200, it was $150. So we got an extra $150 to put on here. So there we go. We're going to take that. We're going to click on execute. Now, because today is the 4th, all right, and the program won't let us go past the 4th because the program says wait till the 7th. So I'm just going to change some of these dates, all right, and we're going to change it to today to celebrate the 4th so that the program will allow us to put this money on the debt, to make these changes. So to celebrate the 4th of July, here we go. All right, one more. There we go. We got everything done, and now we can execute this. I want to show you what happens when we put this extra on here that the program says to do. Watch this. Out of savings, money out of savings, applied to the debt properly. Not every month, but at strategic times during the year so it doesn't get in the way of our lifestyle. We just saved actually $7,855 in interest we never have to pay by taking some money out of savings, about $3,000, and putting it on the debt. Folks, if that money had stayed in savings, when the last time you got a statement from your savings account and they showed you how many, the 1 or 2 pennies that you were able to earn by keeping it in the savings account? taking that money out of the savings account and applying it right here just saved these folks $7,855 they don't have to pay. So, folks, listen, I got 4 minutes left here. In my 4 minutes, I want you to go to click on that link. All right, click on that link above and go and get your savings report so that you can know the month, day, and year you could be debt free. I just showed you how a little bit of money taken out of savings that didn't get in the way of your budget, you could still have a good time. You can still save money, and the program is going to tell you exactly how much to pay, so it won't deplete your savings. It's going to tell you what is the minimum amount you can pay to kill the maximum amount of interest per dollar applied. Oh my goodness. Get your savings and earnings report. Find out how you can get your own opportunity cost calculator that we showed you here. And so how you can be out of debt in an average of 7 to 9 years by using your money strategically. And folks, go to the ice10k.com, ice10k.com. All right. Click on get a savings and earnings report. Follow all of the directions, even the directions typed in above where it says put in your phone number, because we want to send you a text with a code to let you in to the system. Once you do that, then put in all your information, and then we will then help you to know how much interest you're going to save and the month, day, and year you could be debt free. I want to thank you for showing up today. And Flame, I want to let's go ahead and listen, Flame. What do you got to say to the people in the last couple of minutes here?
Man, what I want to say, man, is listen, shout you guys out, man, because you guys, when I was looking in the chat, you guys are coming from everywhere, from Columbus, Georgia, Atlanta, New York, Greensboro, Bryan, Texas, man, West Plano, Madison, Detroit, Tampa, Florida, Chicago. Listen, you guys showed up, showed out in here. Man, shout you guys out. You guys are the real MVPs.
All right. Thank you, Flame. I had a question in the chat. Can this be applied in UK mortgage? I have clients in the UK. This is P.I.L.L Method International. We're at least 9 countries right now and growing, and UK is one of them. Thank you, Moses, for chiming in today with your question. B. Brown got the book. Amen, amen, amen. All right. So listen, folks, that's what we're talking about. So we've got clients there already. Click in here, get your information. And before we end off today, folks, I want to hear from Dr. Eric Thomas one more time, and then we're going to say goodbye to you online. Go right ahead.
Listen to me, y'all. But one of his mentees took us through one of their programs, and I paid off my mortgage. But guess what happened? My marriage went to a whole nother level. And you know why? Because my wife is a security freak. And even when I blew up, my wife would be like, oh, you blew up, but how long is you gonna keep making this kind of money? I was like, I don't know, forever. She's like, you sure? Because I'm gonna keep my license as a nurse just in case you don't. So when I paid the house off, my boy was like, you ain't gotta do that, you can do this. But when I paid the house off using that program, it took the stress level all the way down from my wife because we no longer had a mortgage. Does that make sense? That thing that was coming every month, that was getting on her nerves, we didn't have that no more. And so she was at rest.